Good afternoon, everybody. All right. Hopefully you guys are having an exciting afternoon. This is great to see everybody here. I know, it was. I'm going to try my best and jump. Good afternoon, everybody. There we go. There we go. Well, my name is Patrick Collins, and I am the owner of thegunfood.com. We are an ammunition supply company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. When I started hearing rumblings of this new anti-freedom bill here originating in Massachusetts, I just knew I had to speak up. I attempted to read parts of it, or all of it, or some of it, or whatever you want to say about it, and literally said to myself, and exactly how will any of this stop, prevent, or deter crimes from happening? Let me provide a little background for you guys. As some of you guys are aware, and some of you guys will find out very shortly, I'm actually a product of the city that we are in right now. That's right, Quincy is my hometown. Some 30 years ago, when I was a young man, my first job was delivering the Patriot Ledger. Yeah. In fact, one of my customers happened to be this Speaker guy, Mariano. Yeah. The very schools in this city once praised Massachusetts as the seed of liberty. However, the concept of liberty and freedoms are currently being uprooted, changed, and challenged. At one point, the residents of Massachusetts were all Minutemen, ready and willing to enable to respond. And with this bill and all the components of it, it will eliminate pretty much anybody's ability to do so. Friday, I had an opportunity, and as you guys could probably expect, I have a lot of family up here. But Friday, I had an opportunity to visit one of my great aunts, she's nearing 80 years old, one of the few last from that generation, a widow of a Secret Service agent. And as most of my family is up here, they're all very prominent in armed occupations. Her years left here are deliberate and with good intent. She lives alone, and she asked me, how can I defend myself? I'm getting old. I'm getting to the point where I can't do anything. Can I obtain a firearm? Can I obtain pepper spray? Can I obtain a taser? And me being the gun guy, and she knew that, I had to break the unfortunate news to her. I felt helpless. I responded with, at this point, I don't think we can navigate you through the process. And unfortunately, and as you guys are aware, there are lots of processes in this. But think about it. I live nearly 1,000 miles away from my friends and family here in this state, and yet in a way I leave them helpless. Are we going to be limited to the choices that the government deems permissible? That's a bad situation for all of us. The defensive and justified use of a firearm is an effective means to deter criminal activity. As an instructor and 2A advocate, I have seen how violent encounters impact the communities firsthand, especially down in Atlanta. But when a weapon is allowed and is able to be used to help with the continuity of life, it brings a whole new perspective to victims. People naturally gravitate to the negative and evil portrayal of firearms and the firearm usage. But speaking from my perspective, I see the societal benefits, the peace and tranquility that it can bring, knowing that anyone can take action when reasons are legally justified. I will admit, firearms are a responsibility that not everybody is willing to take. But for those of us who are willing, should we solely rely on the response of a 3-digit number when seconds count? The Second Amendment was clearly written in 27 words at a pinnacle moment in time when government overreach, tyranny was all prominent. These are our unalienable rights, regardless of the consequences. So let's not mistake it. Laws, rules, and regulations do not deter or prevent criminal behavior. They claim that this proposal will reduce gun violence, but in this abomination of insanity, it will only be successful at turning everybody in this room into unlawful gun owners. The media and politicians try to cast us as toxic murderers who wish for anarchy and vigilance and vigilante. That's not us. That's not us.
Where's the speaker?
I was hoping that wasn't my phone. I was like, oh no. I can't even begin to state all of the overreach and unconstitutional content in this bill. It's lunacy to believe that laws alone will deter bad behavior. We have nearly 23,000 laws currently in the books. So I'm going to leave with this. Determined individuals make irreversible decisions all the time. But this anti-gun omnibus legislation needs to be stopped. House Representative Michael Day, Speaker Mariano, get off your high horse. All right? HD 4420, I'm not even going to say the name of it, but the modernization, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. It just needs to be stopped. You never know what your role will be in another person's day. I want to thank the Gun Owners Action League here for the opportunity to speak here in my hometown. And again, my name is Patrick Collins. Stay strong, my patriots.